been a fantastic year since we IPO'd and also another fantastic financial year. Our results are very strong, in excess of 200 million EBITDA and well in excess of 100 million net profit, and up considerable double-digit growth. Enrolments is crucial to the school business, so a considerable increase in enrolment, not only in our public-private partnership schools, but also in our most profitable premium schools. In some ways, the education business reflects the success of the UAE economy, and as we all know, the UAE economy is doing extremely well at the present time. It's also been a good learning curve, and we all love to learn and love to thrive, and being a public company has been extremely exciting for Taaleem. We've seen our share price do very well over the course of the year. And while financial results are very, very important to us as a company, I would also say that our academic results have been very strong this year. Fundamentally, that's what we're focused on. I always say that the success of an education group is simple and complex, and it's simple if you get your schools right, and that has always been our focus in Taaleem. You can either look at Taaleem's enrolment in two ways across our two verticals. The most important one in terms of revenue is 90% of our revenue comes from our 10 premium schools. And in that sector, we grew our student population by an incredible 1,300 plus students over the course of the last year, which is a dramatic growth in any person's eyes. I think the statistic is between 7 and 9% across each of our schools. And if that's 90% of your revenue, that's going to make the difference that it did to our EBITDA and net profit. In relation to the government partnership schools, we've had 9 additional new schools there. We operate 3 public-private partnerships, one with the Dubai government, one with the Abu Dhabi government, and one with the federal government. So a considerable increase in enrolment in that sector, and we're very proud to be partners, the only schools group that are partners with all 3 of these entities. Yeah, I mean, it's the buzz in town at the moment. KSA is obviously at the forefront of every CEO's mind. I want to refocus though firstly and say that our strategic plan that we laid out at IPO and agreed over the next 5 years sees considerable growth opportunities here in the UAE. We're opening 4 new premium and super premium British curriculum schools that will add 8,000 seats to Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So we believe there's still ample room for growth here in the UAE. Some of the statistics from the likes of LEC or Colliers or even government statistics are quite eye-watering in terms of population growth in the UAE. We've got an incredible economic market for schools groups. What do I mean? 90% of the population is expat, and they have to send their children to private schools. It's a brilliant economic environment for a schools group to be working in. Now, obviously, to answer your question, KSA is certainly a land of opportunities, and we've had several engagements with government entities in Riyadh, and we are looking at this. We are evaluating that and whether that's a right move for our company, but most importantly for our shareholders. We're always looking at value accretion, and we need to be absolutely certain that the regulation is strong and that the market conditions are favourable to Taaleem. I would say, not wanting to blow our own trumpet too loud, that our work in public-private partnership, 56% of Taaleem students are Emirati. Our strengths are in Arabic and Islamic education. So I can't think of a schools group that's more suited to the operational environment in KSA. But at the moment, I want to emphasize that the key for us is delivering the growth strategy here in the United Arab Emirates. I'm guessing with the acquisition of Jebel Ali School, which has been incredibly successful for us, I think we took the school over at 1,200 students, and I believe sitting today we're well in excess of 1,900 students having filled the school. So acquisition is something we've done even way back in our history. We had a few acquisitions around 2006, so it's something the company look at on a constant basis. It didn't start with becoming a public company, but obviously it is something that our leadership team are focused on. We will consider all opportunities that come our way, but they have to be value accretive for us, and they also have to sit comfortably within our present portfolio, our present management expertise. We did run successful early years centres, so that might be something that we focus on out with the K-12. We're actually opening a small strategy relating to further education. So we are open to a number of opportunities. If you look at the projects over the last 4 years, you've seen an incremental growth from around 4 schools to 8 schools to 12 schools to 16 schools today. And these are across the Northern Emirates, here in Dubai with the Dubai schools, and also in Abu Dhabi with the charter schools. And our investors know that that is a growth trajectory that will continue. Again, these schools are delivering good results in the American curriculum, and we're very, very proud to be operating these schools. Look, I'll go back to my original answer on that. There is incredible growth opportunities here in the UAE. The market is booming. We have a clear strategy of greenfield and acquisition here in the UAE, ongoing growth of the public-private partnership, and that's very, very exciting and keeps the management team motivated and producing great results, as you've seen from our financial and our academic results. Saudi is exciting. If it's right for the shareholders, we will go there, and given the scale of that, that is a really exciting opportunity if we decide that is right for our shareholders and Taaleem. We're a homegrown UAE company and very proud of that. We've always taken an ambitious but prudent and in some ways conservative approach, which our shareholders like. We won't do anything that ever jeopardizes the reputation or strengths, core strengths of the company. And I think there's a fine line between ambition and taking reckless decisions that aren't in the best interests of the long-term shareholding in Taaleem. So, my commitment sitting here today is to our 5-year strategic plan, which is hugely valuable to the profitability of Taaleem, and that's focused on the UAE. We are raising our outlook and looking across the GCC. I think to suggest somewhere like Singapore, sitting here today, seems not on our present agenda, but Taaleem have moved from being a very successful UAE-focused company to being a public company, and our ambitions have certainly gone up, and our eyes are wider open to opportunities perhaps than 10 years ago when we were a small private company.